Tonight on DC News Now at 6, shooting investigation in Northern Virginia. The latest on a shooting that left one person dead in Manassas. And thousands of ballots are being recounted this evening in the primary race for Montgomery County Executive, where the vote stands and how long the recount is expected to take.
And while there have been a couple of showers out there today, no severe weather, not expected to see any as we end the Saturday on a fairly quiet note. But tomorrow could be a different story. Some heavy rain and possible flooding are going to be a possibility. We'll talk about that coming up.
Good evening and welcome to DC News Now at 6. I'm Lex Juarez. Well, we begin tonight in Northern Virginia, where Prince William County Police are investigating a shooting that left one man dead and another one injured. This all happened in Manassas near a crowded shopping center. DC News Now's Christy Matino tells us new details we know and as we come on air this evening.
One man is dead after a shooting that took place in Manassas Friday night. The name of the victim is 25-year-old Dalton Jacob Moore. A second man was also shot but survived. This all happened at the 7-Eleven on Sudley Manor Drive and Williamson Boulevard. Police responded to the call around 8:30 p.m. to investigate a shooting. They say the two men who were shot were approached by the suspect. That's when he shot both victims before fleeing the scene. Moore died a short time later at the scene. One woman tells DC News Now what she saw.
I play slots here every day. I like playing slots, and it's me and a couple of regulars. It's like everybody's family in the 7-Eleven, and kids come in and out of here every day. And families, like, there's different random people that's come through, and it's sad that this is happening in Manassas. I don't understand.
Police now searching for the suspect. He was seen getting into a light-colored sedan. He's described as being heavyset with short, dark hair and a beard. Last seen wearing a black hooded sweatshirt and shorts. In studio, Christy Matino, DC News Now.
Thanks so much, Christy. Well, nearly 30 years later, an arrest has been made in a DC murder case. We're learning some details about that. The 58-year-old William Ransford of Southeast D.C. is being charged in the murder of 39-year-old Deborah McManus. She was found strangled to death in D.C.'s Ward 7 in October of 1993. The Capital Area Regional Task Force made the arrest Thursday. Ransford is facing second-degree murder charges. And we're learning more this evening about a man who worked at a middle school in Fairfax County, Virginia, despite his charges for sex crimes involving a minor. Max Marcilla covers Northern Virginia for us. He looked deeper into the case and has more this evening on how the superintendent is reacting.
This is Darren Thornton, a former middle school counselor at Glasgow Middle School, where he began work in the summer of 2020. Just months after he was hired, he was arrested and charged with soliciting a prostitute who was a minor, a Class 6 felony. He was convicted this past March.
He was fully background checked and reference checked prior to employment.
Court records show he was found guilty by a Chesterfield County jury in March of 2022, but he continued to work at the school through the end of the school year.
I know we've breached trust with our community, and I'm asking our community to understand that we are taking every effort to make sure that this never happens again in Fairfax County Public Schools.
Michelle Reed began her term as Fairfax County Superintendent last month. She says she didn't find out about Thornton's criminal past until July 28th, because this past June, he was charged again, this time for solicitation of prostitution. He's due in court for that charge in September.
We have retained a third-party legal investigator who has full visibility into all processes, all aspects of anything that may or may not have contributed to this circumstance.
The investigation will look into how seemingly nobody sounded the alarm, even though Chesterfield County Police tell us they told the school district on November 20th, 2020.
Who knew what, when, and what did they do once they knew?
Advocacy group Do Better FCPS has been extremely critical of the school division, and now they're calling for transparency, saying they deserve to see the whole unredacted report when it's done.
That investigation is being paid for and funded by us, the taxpayer, and we own that report.
Well, a special police officer is in the hospital and a suspect now in custody for shooting that officer. It happened late Thursday night outside of the St. Elizabeth's Hospital on Alabama Avenue, which is in Southeast D.C. Investigators tell D.C. News Now that a man drove up to the security gate at the hospital, said he had a gunshot wound, and then got out of his car and shot the officer in the leg. That suspect, who we're now learning is a 39-year-old, ran away to the Congress Heights Metro station where he was found hiding in a maintenance room. Tonight, we're told that officer suffered minor injuries and is in stable condition. And Prince George's County Police need your help. They're looking for the person on your screen right here who they say is responsible for Thursday's deadly shooting at the mall at Prince George's. At the same time, we know the name of the person killed. Our Dave Laval has the latest information from the mall in Hyattsville.
Another day of shopping at the mall of Prince George's, including one person who only identified herself as Kayla.
Well, I have a baby shower. I'm due next month. My baby shower is next week, so I just came out to buy some stuff.
Friday turned out to be a lot calmer for Kayla compared to when she shopped at the mall Thursday afternoon.
I seen people running out and they shut down the entire mall.
The mall closed after gunshots erupted in the food court. Prince George's County Police said they found 20-year-old Darian Herring of Hyattsville with gunshot wounds. He died at the scene. Police on Friday released these pictures of the person they consider the suspect in what's described as a targeted shooting. They're hoping the public will identify him. Meanwhile, the shooting did not seem to bother Kayla.
We from Brooklyn. They shoot every single day in Brooklyn, so I'm not scared of no gunshots, honestly speaking.
Thursday's shooting came during the final days of Maryland's sales tax holiday, a time when people shop to save a few dollars, especially on back-to-school supplies. That's what Tracy Quate did.
It's like a water bottle and some candy.
Tracy's a little nervous by what happened Thursday.
It's unexpected and you never know what could happen.
This is the second deadly shooting at the mall this year. 22-year-old Daquan Dockery died when someone shot him inside a clothing store March 25th. Tracy's dad is understandably concerned.
We're hoping that it will keep us safer, so nobody wants to get shot.
Parents and students told us they will still go to the mall as they prepare for school, but the shooting will make them more cautious.
Well, a much-needed boost for business this weekend in the popular Adams-Morgan neighborhood of Northwest D.C. 18th Street won't be open to cars, just people. Tomorrow, it'll turn into a pedestrian-only zone. Marielle Carbone spoke to several business owners who say they're more than excited for what's to come.
On a typical day, Adams-Morgan is a busy area for traffic, both by car and foot. But this Sunday, the options are more limited. With the Adams-Morgan Pedestrian Zone event, you can walk or bike.
They don't have to worry about, the parking, or they're just going to, bring their whole family and friends.
Amy Cho is the owner of Bull Korean Bar and Restaurant. She says the shutdown is a big deal for business.
It's going to help a lot of the small business. They are really suffering.
And hopes it'll help transition people from pandemic ordering back to pre-pandemic dining.
The people are tend to ordering like a takeout order and delivery order. So hopefully this is kind of a good sign that the people actually come out.
We hope it will attract a lot of pedestrians and a lot of cyclists. They'll come and, kind of explore Adams-Morgan again for the first time if they haven't been here in a while.
Kristen Barden is the executive director of the Adams-Morgan Partnership, which helped make Sunday's pedestrian zone possible. The agency won a Streets for the People grant, which will fund a series of Sunday street closures on 18th Street between Kalorama and Columbia Roads.
We're encouraging people not to drive here, to take public transportation to come.
Ultimately, it probably helps with pedestrian safety.
Brandon Geddes says he likes the idea, but others,
that'd be a headache.
Like Ronica Holmes says rerouting traffic is an added stress for people like her, trying to make it to work on time.
Me, I'm the type of person, I don't like to be late. I got to be on time.
Well, D.C. is trying a new method to get more monkeypox vaccines to the people who need them. This as the city faces a limited supply of doses. According to D.C. Health, this new method will inject the vaccine between the layers of patients' skin instead of under it. Doctors found that this method creates a similar immune response while using less of the vaccine, creating more availability for other D.C. residents. Now, the monkeypox vaccine does still require 2 doses. Fairfax County Public Schools is introducing a new protocol to keep monkeypox under control. The school district will notify parents once there's a positive case. They'll also continue sanitizing areas once a day, just like they did with the coronavirus. Personal protective equipment, or PPE, will also remain available for students and staff to use. FCPS asks parents to be on the lookout for symptoms such as rash and other flu-like symptoms, and have your child stay home if they do show any. And in Montgomery County, there is a town hall on monkeypox coming up on Monday. You can register ahead of time to join the Zoom call and submit any questions beforehand. That town hall is happening from 6 to 7:30, and if you do miss this one, don't worry. It's the first in a series planned by the county. Well, the ballot recount continues in Montgomery County for the county executive race. It comes as the request of county executive candidate David Blair, who trails behind incumbent Mark Elrich at just 35 votes. It's a manual recount, so workers will recheck tens of thousands of ballots by hand over the next few weeks. Now, this is the second election in a row that Blair has requested a recount. Back in 2018, he and Elrich were separated by only 77 votes. And other problems with the primary, Democrats in Frederick County, Maryland, are one step closer to setting the stage for November's general election. Frederick County's Democratic Central Committee chose current County Council President M.C. Keegan Ayer to represent the party in the District 3 race. And this comes after Keegan, a longtime local politician, lost by just one vote in the primary. Her candidate was later disqualified for not meeting residency requirements.